What's the one single joke that demolished your friendship? Me and Jason had been best friends since 7th grade. When I turned 25, Jason offered to throw me a birthday party at his place. He said he wanted to make it special since I'd been going through a rough patch. I'd been unemployed for 3 months and barely scraping by on my savings. Plus, I'd just started dating this girl Emma who I really liked, but we'd only been together for 2 months. The party was going great. All my friends were there, some coworkers from my old job, and Emma. Jason had this idea to do a comedy roast of me, which sounded fun. He started off light, making jokes about how I always burned toast and how I sang off key in the shower. Everyone was laughing, including me. But then something shifted. Jason got more confident, more brutal. He started making jokes about me being the broke friend who always had to split appetizers instead of getting my own meal. He joked about how I'd been living off ramen and hope for months. The room got a little quieter, but people were still chuckling nervously. Then he brought up high school stuff I'd told him in confidence. How I'd gotten rejected by 3 different girls for prom. How I'd cried in the bathroom after failing my driving test twice. Emma was standing right there, hearing all this for the first time. Her face looked uncomfortable. I tried to laugh it off, but Jason wasn't done. He was on a roll now, feeding off the crowd's energy. That's when he said the thing that ended everything. "At least Eli's dad knew when to leave the family," Jason said with a huge grin. "Maybe we should all take a hint." The entire room went dead silent. My dad had walked out on us when I was 8 years old. I'd told Jason about it during one of our late-night conversations in high school, when I was dealing with some heavy stuff. It was the most painful thing in my life, and he knew it. My face turned red hot. I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. Emma immediately grabbed my arm and pulled me aside, asking if I was okay. I couldn't even speak. The party basically ended right there. People started making excuses to leave. Jason tried to backtrack, saying it was just a joke and that comedy roasts were supposed to be brutal, but I was done. I told everyone thanks for coming and basically kicked them out, including Jason. He called me the next day, then the day after that. I didn't answer. When he showed up at my apartment a week later, I didn't open the door. Instead, I texted him. "That wasn't a joke, Jason. That was you using my pain for attention." He kept trying to explain that it was just comedy, that he didn't mean anything by it, but I couldn't get past it. The joke had exposed the most vulnerable part of my life to people I barely knew, including Emma, who I was still trying to impress. Our friend group got super awkward after that. When we'd all hang out, either Jason wouldn't be invited or I wouldn't show up. He posted some meme on Instagram tagging me a few weeks later, and I blocked him. Emma and I actually broke up a month later, not because of the joke directly, but because she said I'd become distant and angry about everything.